Have you ever wondered how to write a Twitter post and then make it go viral? Twitter threads let you share information, tell stories, and have conversations with your audience. In this video, I will show you how to write the Twitter thread that your followers will love. There are 5 different tips here, so listen carefully. Tip number 1 is you want to hook the audience. You want to create interest and tell the reader what he's about to read and why he should click on the Read More tab. But at the same time, you don't want to give too much away. You don't want to give away all of your content at once. You want to spread out the ideas into each separate thread. You don't want to reveal too much. You want to reveal just enough for the reader to catch their interest, but also leave some mystery. You can simply do that by selecting see more or putting thread in parentheses or put the thread emoji and then a backslash with /1 to indicate that this is the first tweet of the thread. The second thing is you want to build curiosity. You want to lead up to something, but not quite reveal what it is and let your further tweets down the road explain the story or lead to the punchline. Here's an example where Jeremy Moser does this really well. He says, building in public helps you acquire customers, market your brand, and refine your product. Here are the 10 best examples of companies and people building in public and how they do it. And then he goes on to put all of those 10 steps in his thread. Now to the second tip. Make your threads more shareable to others. Put something in the threads that is relatable, a problem that other people might have, or simply a piece of information that other people think is valuable that they will retweet, share, or comment on. Here's an example. John Paul Hernandez does this pretty well. So he says, my top 10 free writing tools for killer marketings that help promote action. This is nice and shareable because other people that have problems writing probably want to share this or at least like it because they're like, hey, this is a problem that I have. And they will also save it in the bookmarks so that it will show up to the Twitter algorithm as valuable to that user. The third tip to go viral is to have great content. You want to tell a story or provide value to the reader. And you can do that in 2 ways. Number 1 is you educate the reader. You do some educational bits of content, like in the tweet that we just read, where users feel like they have a problem and they want it to be solved. And that way you have more people engage with your content. Another way to tell a good story is to appeal to someone's emotion. You can either be funny, tell a story that has the hero's journey. It has a beginning, a call to action. It has a problem that you're overcoming. And then it has a nice ending or a punchline to a joke. The best thing you can do is to do both of them at the same time. You tell a great story and you appeal to the user's emotion, or you entertain them with a joke. But at the same time, you also give them a bit of valuable information that they might use for personal use. Here's a great example. Spencer Fry says, Podia hit profitability this year. Here's how we build Podia into a profitable company. So this builds intrigue. It has the hook. It tells you, yes, we have built profitability this year, and here is how we build it. So you're like intrigued. You're like, hey, I'm working on a company and I want to know how they did it so I can replicate it. The 4th step that you can go viral is by tagging relevant Twitter accounts. And this can be key, but it's never guaranteed. If your tweet is about something very specific, or you know that there's a person with authority about something you're tweeting and they have a large audience, you can tag that person on that tweet or share the post with them. And that way, if they see it and retweet it or comment on it, it will boost your likelihood to be seen by other people. So the key here is to be relevant, to have someone specific in mind that might be interested in this. And hopefully, if they have a large audience, they might answer your tweet. An example for this would be you're tweeting a specialized thread on electric cars. And you tweet at Elon Musk about a specific issue or a specific solution that you might have found. There is a very small chance that Elon sees this and replies to it or retweets it. And then anyone that follows Elon might see his reply and your thread. And that will boost your engagement and boost the amount of people that will see your tweet and your thread. The 5th and final step is to experiment and have fun with it. Yes, your first tweet or your first thread might not go viral, but if you keep going at it, if you put your ideas out there, you might get seen by someone that has authority in the space, Someone might like the way you write, and then they will follow you. And if they follow you, they might like your future content. And if you keep putting out quality posts and quality threads, there's no limit to how many followers you might get, how many views, how much engagement, and you might just be one tweet away from going viral. And here's one bonus tip for you. Just get started. There's no better way of finding out how to do a thread or how to go viral than just trying it out. So I would recommend you just pull out your phone, you just pause the video right away, and you just post your first thread with 5 different tweets. And in the last tweet, you can just tag me if you want. You can just say @MoLuker, and I will be the first person to like and comment on it so that you go viral.